Hello guys, welcome back to another PowerShell video. In this video we'll be talking about package management. We'll talk about it very briefly. Like Linux users take pride in the way they download, install and manage software packages on their computer using just the command line. So you will be able to do that using PowerShell as well. Package management in general is basically an interface for software packages to be managed, which means downloading, installing, removing, upgrading them is all simplified, and you could do it using the command line. That's what package management using PowerShell allows you to do. Basically, package management in PowerShell supports a flexible plugin sort of a model that enables support for other software package management systems. So you could, by default, you have some package managers. So if I do get package, yeah, I'll show you the sources. So we've got two, PS Gallery and Chocolaty. Well, the one that's installed by default is PS Gallery, and I put Chocolaty on there. But if you do a get package manager, if I do a get package provider, it's same like other providers in PowerShell, like the PS drive and all that sort of stuff. So here there's 5 different providers: MSI, MSU, Chocolaty, PowerShell Get, and Programs, which includes the Windows installer. So these are all the providers there are, and you could search for a package using a provider. Now each provider that's not built in will have its own source, and that's the package source. And a source is usually a location, points to a URL of a local or a network folder. Right, so name Chocolaty, there we go. So here I'm just gonna try and search a package. So if I do find package and provider Chocolaty, and I want to supply a name, I'm just gonna say notepad just to see if that package exists. Hopefully it'll fail, because I don't think there's a package called notepad in Chocolaty, but I'll show you where to go and find the package names. Now while this command's running, if I didn't have a provider called Chocolaty in the PowerShell, it'll go ahead and install Chocolaty. So you'll get a prompt that'll ask you if you want to install the provider, and if you say yes, it'll go through, it'll blink for a while and then go, it found something. So it's gonna blink for a little bit and then install Chocolaty and then try to look for a package. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop this because Chocolaty is installed. If I do choco, it should know what the command means. So it says choco 01011, and for help you do choco command name minus question mark. So I'm just gonna try and install a package using Chocolaty. So if I do choco install, now before I install, I want to show you. Now I'm at M, sort by name. So there's no Notepad++ at the moment. I had it and I uninstalled it. So I'm just gonna do Notepad++ .install. So that's the format, and you can find this from the Chocolaty website. I'm just gonna show you that in a moment. So you see how I went to chocolaty.org, search for a package, and this is the page it takes you to, and then you could just copy this command and type it in to install it. So if I press enter, it's going to ask me if I want to continue. I'm just going to say yes, and it's going to go through and install the package. But there's one other thing though. When you go to the Chocolaty website, you'll get a disclaimer telling you about a whole bunch of information alongside that. None of the packages are actively monitored, as well as there's no guarantee that they will work, so you're on your own at this stage. So that could change in the future as more and more people start using this style of installation of packages, like command line installation. So let's see how we go. Alright, so finally it failed installation. It says that this source does not have an application called that. Package was not found with the source listed. Let me have a look. Well, I'll do a separate video on chocolaty because this is not a video on chocolaty. We're talking more about package management in general. This is how you'd go about doing this. So if I do find package is another command that you could use. Provide a chocolaty, and I want to say notepad ++, and I'll just pause the video while it searches. Okay, it's found this. So instead of using Choco, I could use install package, provide a chocolaty, notepad ++, and let's give that a go. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier, but if you don't have chocolaty, we'll want to install chocolaty itself. Now it says, are you sure you want to install software from chocolaty, which means I've got chocolaty installed, which is good. Now I'm just gonna say yes to all. Now there's a good chance that this could fail as well for some reason, because I just installed chocolaty now on this computer, and this is running Windows 7. So let's see how we go. Here we go. Finally, it's finished, and it's come back with this prompt. So there's no errors, and it has installed Notepad++. So that's how you install packages using a package manager. Now, just a couple of other things. You could not download and save a package to your local computer using this command, save package command, and you'll pass the same parameters like you did here, and then the name of the software, and that'll download and save. Chocolaty. Okay, it needs a little path, which is fine. You need to provide a path as well to save it to, and you could uninstall package. You could, what we have here, you could do that and uninstall Notepad++. Yeah, that's fine. It's just complaining because I removed the software. And you could register package sources and unregister package sources. Basically, a package source is nothing but the URL is what a package source is. So that's pretty much it I wanted to cover in this lesson. So if you got any questions, please feel free to pop them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. It's great to see that you made it to the end of the video. If you'd like to download all my knowledge as a zip file, hit the subscribe button. To download it as a tarball, use like or share button.